The rest of our lineup will be on the scoring pylon on the left of your screen. Let's bring in our crew chief, Larry McReynolds.
Mike, these drivers are going to be so busy at this half-mile short track today. Lap times just north of 20 seconds. They'll be working the throttle, working the steering. They'll be working heavy braking, getting in the corners. But believe it or not, they will be shifting up to 4 times a lap. Let's go to our Toyota Camry cutaway car, and let's look at what we call the no-lift shift. You're going to see the ECU on top of the dash, the electronic control unit. They preset a rev limiter there to 8,800 RPMs. Now, you've heard us talk about the 5-speed sequential shifter in the Gen 7 car, but here today at Martinsville, they'll be working between 3rd and 4th gear all day long. Now, when the driver picks the throttle up off the corner, he's in 3rd gear, and the RPM is going to be about 5,000. He'll hold the throttle wide open with a slight preload on the shifter. When the RPM gets to 8,800, it unloads the engine. Just for a second, the driver shifts to 4th without lifting the throttle. Now, getting a normal downshift, getting in the corner, you go to 3rd gear, you just blip the throttle. Guys, it may not sound like much, but it's worth some gain in lap time, but you have to be careful not to spin the tires on restarts.
Oh, it's a big time gain, and basically what it's doing, right? You have to have load on those gears, and that load is what keeps it in gear. And as soon as it hits that rev limiter or you burp the gas, like Larry was just talking about, it takes the load off the gear, enabling it to shift. So when it hits that rev limiter, they're using that no-lift shift, if you will, to take the load off the gear and put it in the next one.
Yeah, and you heard Larry mention it, the fact that these tires will start spinning. Sometimes the rear tires will almost hop up off of the corner, and as these tires wear out and that wheel spin goes up, you do not want to get that thing hung on the rev limiter because the car will die and just stop. It'll take a second for it to get back